So I'm Andy, Bubnowitz. Everybody calls me Bub. I was with Eastern Border for 23 years. I started Last Call with James and Tabor in 2000, and here we are now, 20 years later. It was just kind of something we threw together, and I think James originally came up with the name Last Call, and at the time John Cavan was working for Sunapee, and that's kind of where we landed.
1 year at Sunapee, right?
Yeah.
1 year at Ragged.
It's a moving circus. I think the first stunt is the owners of Eastern Border going to a mountain.
Oh yeah,
and
right.
asking to build an event that had zero potential of marketing afterwards because there was no camera, there's no pictures of it, and if it did come out, it was 12 months later.
At the beginning stages of snowboarding, like no one wanted us around. Like that's
It wasn't
I
a
was saying,
Saturday
no,
event.
no, it wasn't. No one wanted us even on their mountain.
It was
Never mind.
Saturday
Yeah,
with
no one
Mom
wanted
and
us even
Dad running
there.
around. This was a private, locals only contest.
Yeah. Like,
To know
such a
what
good
somebody
time.
else was doing trick-wise,
Yeah.
this was it to see it because there was no other communication. So if the dude was ripping,
Yeah.
you knew it. You knew who East
Yeah.
Coast best guys were
It's
today.
been a stunt. Like I always call it, like a stunt. Like every year, there's been something crazy's gone down, and every year, like Timmy Sullivan's, like topped the charts. He didn't. I don't think he meant to jump the wall originally. Coming in smoking hot, like firing down the lane, and I think he got a speed wobble and just decided to go for it. I saw it from up top, and then I saw him come cruising out the corner of it, and I was like, oh my god.
Just hooked an edge or whatever it was and sent it over the wall run.
Yeah. But like
It's
every year someone stepped up to do something completely unthought of. Last Call was like free for all madness, like go when you want, like hike back up, fastest back up to the top. You could get 20 hits on something versus your 2 runs.
To build something special. We didn't want to sit there and talk about it. We wanted
Yeah, yeah.
to ride and see who was going to turn it up.
And the sick part too is like it's not something you could practice, do whatever, get ready for. 'Cause every year, like when we moved to Loon, like Loon every year since has been nuts. No one gets to ride the stuff before the contest day. So you get to ride stuff that has never been seen before. They dream something up that's like these guys come up with some ridiculous designs that no one's ever seen. And the fact that everyone's like, can we practice on? No, you can't practice on. No, you're gonna have to throw down right in the middle of it when everyone's watching. I think that's like one of the sickest parts of the event. And the fact that you just keep hiking and rolling with it.
get
Some really sick riders. Beresford, Scotty
that whole
Stevens
that
rode in
whole
it,
crew.
Pat Moore rode in it. Rainier was there a whole bunch, like
Austin
all the
Granger,
younger guys.
that whole crew from Western Mass. You know, you got your Luke Matheson, Chris Carr, Yale, Chris Rotex. When those guys
Yeah.
were on fire, they were there every year.
Myself, Barb, Mike Baker, Nick Frankie, Autumn Rose, that was year 1. But like Zach Norman has crushed it year after year after year. I think he had like 3 overalls. Mary Rand crushed it like multiple times. Colin Quigley. So Parker Zamowski had the quarter pipe year. He crushed I think the only like McTwist on the quarter pipe that year.
Working with somebody like Loon, you know, just the professionalism, and they know everything that we don't. And what we bring to the table at this point is still just more or less the idea. And you know, Loon handles so much of it at this time. You know, I don't have the worries that I had years ago about like showing up and wondering if the course is going to be okay. I know it's going to be good. I know that they're going to put together something, you know, that we talked about, or if they tweak it or whatever, it's going to be fun. So it's a good marriage, you know. But the real heroes, I mean, are honestly like the guys who are building the park. You know, they're coming up with the ideas. They're out there at night and day and making it happen anyway for whatever event at this point, whether it's Last Call or somebody else's event.